Alright, Nick, let's check out another one of your runs out at the hood. Watch it in regular motion and slow it down.
Second, again, working on bringing good shape back to the game, inspecting the brushes. Kind of pulling his inside to the back. Today, just to make sure he's just going to pull the bounce. You need to release those hips forward a little bit more in your transition.
If you can narrow our stance just a little bit.
Alright. So again, your coach saying you can narrow the stance, and you know, I do agree. I think there's some reasons for it we talked about in the other video, but again, I think we need to make sure we are outside ski to outside ski and no divergence. You can see in here, you know, kind of leaning in a little bit, losing that downhill ski, really moving to the inside ski a bit, so the width got pretty, you know, a little bit wider there. Same in here. You can see you've already twisted that inside ski, trying to finish that turn on your inside ski. Downhill skis kind of going this way, so what happens? You know, your feet widen quite a bit. Let's make sure we are skiing outside ski to outside ski. Really starting that turn on that outside ski right in here. It was a little bumpy, granted, but it's going to be on that outside ski. You know, you can see there, you know, kind of cheating a bit, moving this one this way while that one's going that way. So really, you got too much weight now on that inside ski. You can see your inside hand dropping, outside ski kind of running on you, and that's where you got, that's, you know, too much width he's probably, you know, talking about. But there's a cause for it, as opposed to just trying to narrow it. Got to be outside ski to outside ski from that top of the turn throughout the whole turn. You know, we talked about earlier in the other video, kind of hunching over a bit. I like to try to think of, you know, basically we want a similar angle of our shins to our back, and as you can probably see, you know, you're just a little bit too hunched over. You know, we got to get those feet out from underneath you, and the reason you hunch over is because, you know, if you stood straight up, your feet aren't quite enough out from underneath you. You wouldn't feel like you're in a racing position if you were, you know, up like that. So let's try to work on particularly free skiing first, seeing how far can we get the feet out from underneath us while still pressuring that outside ski, trying to get the hip low to the ground, and then we can bring it into the gates. You can see there again that divergence right there, scissoring, in other words, you know, the skis, which clearly causes some excessive width. There it is again. It was bumpy that day, right? But hey, some good skiing out there. I like it. So psyched you went. You must have had a great time. And looking forward to seeing you on the snow this winter. And make sure that we, you know, think about skiing outside ski to outside ski, moving the hips forward, have movement through the transition. No divergence. Commit to the outside ski at the top of the turn. And let those feet get out from underneath you and drop the hip in, produce some nice angles, and you'll be off to the races.